guys, so welcome back to my channel. Adiatu here, Naturally Ads on YouTube. So in today's video I'm going to be doing another plan with me. Okay, so as usual, if I do film the setup, I will speed through it and let you guys watch it to some music. I'm just going to say I'm using some overlay tapes from Rose Colored Days. I'm also using the washi tape is from Scribble Print Co., the white one, and then the overlays for the headers are from Lily Blossom Designs, and then the monthly script and the date dots are also from Rose Colored Days. And the day extenders, I made them myself using my silhouette. I was just testing it out and I did manage to make them and it worked out well. So if I ever need them, I will be making them myself rather than buying them. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to let you guys watch the foundation and then I'll come back and do the day today. Okay, so before I get into it, as usual, we are all in this stay-at-home phase of life, so if you hear background noise, I apologise. I tried to make sure that there isn't as much noise, but sometimes there will be people talking because my mum is working from home, everyone's here. But anyway, so as usual, I took out my stickers on the sticker page at the side, and I will let you know where they're from as I use them. So, on to Monday. First thing I noted down with a paper shire nana was that I slept in, so I used one of the lazy girls on, like, laying on the bed, because I slept in but I was kind of like watching videos, which under it I used a washi strip and a munchkin with a YouTube play button to note that I was binge watching some planner videos because that's all I do in life. Okay, so then I used a fancy label with a nana and a Happy Meal, nana holding Happy Meal to note that I got some Happy Meal. I did write that I got stickers, but I didn't this day. I got the press-on nails and like a portable sink that I used to soak my mum's locks on Friday, I think. And on to Monday, the bottom of Monday, I think this was a habit tracker, and I cut off the weekly bit, and I used her name, I forgot her name, Tony, I think, is from Naomi Love Designs, to note that I washed my hair. Then I used a quarter box and a meal prepping sticker, munchkin, to note that I cooked some spaghetti. Then I used a fancy label or something, patterned label, something like that, to note that I filmed a video. Then I used a munchkin that had cramps on it because I was having some cramps. Then I used another, I think this was half of a Bill Do sticker that I cut, and I used a tea girl from, I know this, Thumbelina Prince, I believe, to note that in the morning I had a cup of tea and I had some bagels. Then I used a fancy label and another munchkin to note that binge watch, you guessed it, Lana videos. And then I used a patterned quarter box and I think this girl's name's Tina from Stickers by Rhonda with Happy Meal to note that I got Happy Meal, which I said was actually stickers even though I wrote nails, but that was on Monday. Then I used a washi strip and a film icon from Rose Coloured Days to note that I was filming a video where I filmed every single day actually, because I was filming a week in my hair, but when I didn't have anything else to note, I put it in my planner basically. I really hope you can't hear the background noise. If you can, I'm going to have to do this again, sadly. And then I used another cut builder, I believe, and a heart icon from the kit to note that I put on my press-on nails. You'll notice you don't see it in the video because I took them off. But then I used a thin washi strip and a TV icon from the kit to note that I started rewatching Arrow because I'm the rewatching queen, and I decided randomly that I wanted to rewatch Arrow, so that's what I'm doing right now. And then I used another pattern quarter box to note that I cleaned my room. And then I used, I think it was the bottom washi, the leftover one. I used a really thin strip of that and a Instagram icon from Rose Coloured Days to note that I took some Instagram pictures. I believe they were from my like hair pictures, even though who knows when I actually post them, so they were like Instagram / thumbnail pictures, which I think I wanted to note because I don't really take pictures of myself anymore. All my pictures on my phone are planner related. So I'm a bit ahead of myself. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm talking fast so that I can finish this before the noise increases. But yeah, so moving on to Wednesday. This day I had a day extender in the middle, but I didn't actually end up needing it, so I had to spread things out. So at the top of Wednesday, I used a half box, a patterned half box, and a editing icon from Rose Coloured Days to note that I edited a plan with me and a hair video, which I didn't finish editing the hair video, which is why I didn't have a hair video up last week. Then I used a quarter box and a exclamation point icon from the kit to note that I recorded a voiceover. I really need to get some voiceover like icons or character stickers. So if you have any shops that you suggest that has good shipping to the UK that have like voiceover characters or icons, please let me know, because I am looking for them, because I do film voiceovers every single week, because most of my videos need voiceovers now, because I can't talk through videos because I'm not alone anymore. Okay, so going into the day extender. So I used a pattern label and a phone icon from my leftover. So I used a phone icon from my leftover sticker book to note that I spoke to my brother on the phone. And then I used another quarter box and a munchkin to note that I was binge watching, you guessed it, PlanWithAds. Then I used a fancy label and a filming icon to note that I filmed my hair again, which was what I said I filmed every day. Then I used a half box and a patent studies from Godman and Coco to note that I read a lot for my essays and was writing notes, because I have essays too, but I've been behind because of all of this coronavirus stuff, so I was trying to, get back onto, doing my assignments. Then I used a half box with a play button from Paper Chic Plans to note that my plan with me went live, so I just noted what it was. And then I used a quarter box and an Instagram icon to note that I did some Instagram post for PlanWithAds, which is my Instagram for my planners pictures. So if you are not following me there, you should go and follow me on Instagram at PlanWithAds to see all of my Instagram posts. Oh, somebody's calling me. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. I don't know who from though, because they hung up. But anyways, moving on to Thursday. So on Thursday I had work, so I used a washi strip, and I used a girl from Oso Paper with a work script from Keepsakes by Ashley. And I used that to note that I had work, and I like to use the Oso Paper girls for work days, because that's days that I actually leave the house and, dress, not dress up, but, put decent clothing on, basically. Then I used a half box and a happy happy poppet from Laura Jane Styles to note that I had a really good day at work today, because the teacher was in this day, so it was kind of more of a structured day, and it felt more like what school felt like before all of this happened, even though there was barely any children there. But it was a better day for me, and I did lots of stuff. And then I used a appointment label from the kit with a bow on it to note that I played some football with the kids at break time, which, if you know me, it's crazy. Yeah, I actually played football and I saved 2 goals, so I was proud of myself, and they were quite shocked when I saved them, so was I. Then I used a fancy label and a heart icon. I don't think this was from the kit, I think this was from a leftover binder, to note that we had an Easter egg hunt at school for the kids. And then I used some of the leftover bottom washi that I didn't use actually, and a leftover grocery bag to note that I did a quick food shop after work. But I mostly got bread when I realised I'm all of this is just carbs and drinks. And then I used a half box and a laptop girl Tina from Stickers by Rhonda to note that I did a YouTube binge with PlanWithAds. The reason I used this sticker this time is because I was using the Munchkins a lot, and I wanted to have some variety, because all the other binge stickers that I've ordered haven't come because they're from shops that are abroad, so I have to wait for them. So I was just using these laptop stickers instead. And then I used a Nana sleeping to note that I had a nap in a quarter box. I think this was a appointment label with the bow, and I just covered the bow with the Nana. Then I used this looks like a half box again, and an observation script from Lily Blossom Designs to note that I had my first FaceTime observation, because I can't do them face to face because of all of that, so I noted that down. Then I used another one of the appointment labels with a bow, and I covered it with a star from my leftover sticker book. Oh, you can hear a plane now, great. To note that we had really nice weather this day, even though, it was when everyone's staying at home, but it was nice for the kids to go outside, sit outside, and we played some games outside, and it kind of gave them a sense of normality. Normality, is that the word? Who knows? So I'm just fixing up the stickers, making sure everything under the day extenders were covered, and for this day I did need the day extender, but I was really impressed by how it worked. Like, you know, just tried it out, put the measurements in, and I used my silhouette for the first time and it worked out well, so I was proud of myself. So I'm moving on to Friday now. So on Friday I used a label. I think I was finding a sticker right now, that's why there's a long pause, because the longest part of doing a plan with me is finding the character stickers. I've realised that it's so long to find them out, but once I get my What's More Love order that has the sticker books, I'll be able to put my characters in there, so it'll be easier. But anyways, moving on to Friday. So I used fancy label with the early morning munchkin to note that I woke up early. Well, my mum woke me up early. And then I used a water box and a Tony washes hair from from Naomi Love Designs to note that I washed my mum's hair, which I was talking about the sink, so I did that, soaked her hair. Then I used a washi strip and a munchkin to note that I was binge washing, but plot twist, it wasn't planner videos, it was hair videos, because if you know me, that's what I used to binge watch before I was into planners. I'm almost at the end. Hopefully I can make it without noise. And then I used another one of those appointment labels with a munchkin that looks sad on a pillow because I woke up and I just wasn't feeling well, and it was just, you know, it was just one of those bleh days. Then I used a sticker from Cookie Sticker Studios, I think it's called, to note that I retwisted my mum's hair. So I used the Bestie and Cookie sticker to note that I retwisted my mum's locks. Moving on to Saturday, now I'm behind. I used a cookie crying to note that I woke up and I was in my feelings. And then I used a craft box and a big nano lazy sticker to note that I was just in bed watching YouTube for the whole morning. Then I used a washi strip and a tea gal from Bumbelina Prince to note that I was just in a tea mood, so I was drinking lots of tea that day. Then I used a fancy label and a TV icon from Sweet Kawaii Designs to note that I watched some Criminal Minds. Then I used a half box and a munchkin that has loads of stickers to note that I organised my stickers. Okay, I've caught up. Going on to Sunday now. So I used a what's it called? Patterned quarter box and a rose colour day filming icon to note that I filmed more of my hair. Then I used a half box and a tuner with like a mop to note that I cleaned up my room. This is from Stickers by Rhonda. Then I used a washi strip and a sticker from the kit that had like cookies on it to note that I picked up some cookies. And then I used a fancy label and a sleeping or lazy Nana sticker from Papershire. I keep saying Nana but without Papershire. You know, Nana's the Papershire girls. To note that I had a lazy day. Then I used a flat lay of a plan with me to note that I filmed this plan with me, which was probably the last thing I did. And I did some more binge watching of YouTube at the end of the day. But yeah, so that was my week of Easter. The reason I didn't really mention Easter in this plan with me at all is because I do not celebrate Easter, but I just like the kit, so I used it. But yeah, I don't celebrate Easter because I am Muslim, not Christian. So that's the end of the video. I think I'm going to flip through what is left. Somebody keeps messaging me. Yeah, so that was the end of it. So I think I'm going to flip through what's left of the kit, and then I'm going to show you the wiggle. All the foil I used was silver or hollow in the wiggle, and I shall see you in the next video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and yeah, make sure you follow my Instagram to see pictures more close up, and all the shops will be tagged. So yeah, see you. Bye.